Just because they're odd doesn't mean we can make fun of them. Hey, what's up world? Ryan Drip Strumfler here, over in the sync room. Today we're going to be talking about a super cool subject, don't we always? Which is odd time signatures. Before we go and make everything odd, let's go review our good old-fashioned time signatures. At the top, we've got the number of notes, and at the bottom, we have the subdivision. So for 4/4, we're going to have 4 notes per measure, and we're going to be pulsing quarter notes. For 6/8, we're going to have 6 beats per measure, and we're going to be pulsing eighth notes. What's that, you say? Pretty easy stuff? Well, let's kick it up a notch then.
Every now and then you want to knock it up a notch with a blast from your
odd time signatures.
Bam!
Oh. Before we start, let me give you this. A very common way to count time signatures is to break them into groups of 2 and 3. For example, in 5, we could have 1 2 1 2 3 or 1 2 3 1 2. It's not the only way, as you could think of 5 as a phrase extension of 4 plus 1, but in our case, we're going to stick to some simple addition. Keep that in mind, and let's dive into some odd time signatures. The first one we're going to cover is 3/4. But Ryan, isn't that just 6/8? Well, I mean, technically, but no. Sure, they have the same number of beats, but how their pulse is substantially different. In 6/8, we're going to be pulsing 1 and 4, and it's going to have this triplet rolling feeling. But in 3/4, we're pulsing quarter notes, and there's 3 of them. Like so. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. The most common application of this is in waltzes, like so. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You can already feel the ballroom sway. A little bit more of a contemporary 3 is Manic Depression by Jimi Hendrix. Cool with 3? Let's move on to 5. 5 is an incredibly common odd time signature. It's got this unique roll to it. You hear this in jazz, metal, even television music. I'll explain in a moment. Let's subdivide 5 into 2 ways, 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. You can feel the tension that comes with the irregularity of 5. Kind of feels like an oval where it never really resolves and it never really stays still. Some examples of 5 are Take 5 by Dave Brubeck, that's 5/4. The middle section of Blood and Thunder by Mastodon alternates between 5 and 6. And the Mission Impossible theme from the television show. How about some 7? 7 is a unique sounding time signature. Unlike 5, which can feel like an elongation of 4, 7 can feel quite clipped or stretched really far. There's a few different ways to pulse this, but in our basic subdivision, we've got 3 options. 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. There's a multitude of superb songs in 7/4 and 7/8. Now the classic example is Money by Pink Floyd. So I went with some other songs so we could open up the floodgates of odd time signatures. We got Them Bones by Alice in Chains, which is in 7. We've got Sevens by Guthrie Govan, which is in 7/4. And then there's the most crushing arrangement of The Man Who Sold the World by Uriel Herman. Isn't that so good? Just so they don't feel left out, here's some songs in even odder time signatures. Blue Rondo a la Turk by Dave Brubeck is in 9. And what makes it so cool is it alternates between pulsing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Fascinating. Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers is in 12/8, but the main riff is in 11. The counting goes 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2, which is why it sounds so clipped. Most of the examples I gave today stay in an odd time signature for a good portion of the song, but you can be as creative as you'd like. Songs like The Ocean by Led Zeppelin alternate between 4/4 and 7/8 in the same riff. And Justice for All by Metallica has bars of 2, 3, 4, 5 to elongate or cut a riff. And Free Will by Rush, that alternates between 6, 8, 6, and 7 in just the verse. There's so many different ways to pulse, to create, to enjoy. See, time signatures aren't so odd once you get to know them. Well, that's all from me. Once again, this is Ryan Drip Strumpfler from DoubleBarMusic. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Make sure to click that bell notification so you can get as much theory as we can churn out. For even more Double Bar content, check out our website and our podcast, Vaguely Music. And you can find us on any social media platform we can put our beautiful faces on. Anyway, that's all from me. See you next time.